Multiple sclerosis is an incurable autoimmune disease that interrupts the flow of information between the brain and the body. Over time, it can literally stop people from moving. But during this MS Awareness Week, NJN News health and medical correspondent Sarah Lee Kessler tells us the outlook for those who are afflicted with MS has never been better.
Keep this knee bent and lift it up as hard as you can. Good.
Dennis Huntley is one of 400,000 Americans who are living with multiple sclerosis, a progressive autoimmune disease that attacks the central nervous system, stripping nerve fibers of their protective myelin coating.
When there's inflammation and loss of myelin, you see evidence of plaques in the brain and in the spinal cord. Problems writing?
Huntley, who's 46, has been living with MS for 15 years.
What is the biggest challenge?
The future, the unknown about this disease, how it can change every single day.
And symptoms differ from patient to patient.
With my MS, I go through a lot of fatigue, a lot of cognitive issues, and balance issues.
Huntley says exercise has not only helped with balance, but it strengthened his core.
And then I have progressed to the point of where I can do a plyometric push-up, which is, for me, it's amazing.
Huntley's neurologist, Dr. Marianne Picone, a clinician and researcher at Holy Name MS Center in Bergen County, says,
This is actually a very exciting and a very hopeful time for patients with multiple sclerosis.
There is no cure, but there are effective treatments that can control the progression of the disease. The earlier those treatments begin, the better.
There's a window of opportunity for patients to have the most benefit from their therapy.
All 4 first-line drugs are injectable: Avonex, Betaseron, Copaxone, and Rebif. Tysabri, which carries a black box warning, is given intravenously. Botox injections are sometimes used to relieve spasticity and other problems.
Where do you get the Botox injected?
All around my eyes.
Is it effective?
Yes.
What does it do?
It helps me from blinking. I blink a lot.
The number one question the patients ask me is when is an oral drug coming out?
Dr. Picone believes phase 3 clinical trials could produce an oral drug by the end of next year. In the meantime, patients like Dennis Huntley say living with MS is easier if your outlook is positive.
So you have to focus on what you can do, not what you can't do.
Hold me. Good.
Sarah Lee Kessler, NJN News, Teaneck.